Hey everyone, this is Shady Dingo, also known as Captain Shiny Pants on Ring of Elysium currently. Eventually I'm going to change that name. Decided to do a little bit of a read over and give my thoughts on, I guess, the developer insights for August 2019, Season 5 first reveal for Ring of Elysium, which is a pretty fun to play, free to play, Battle Royale game that for whatever reason doesn't, in my opinion, have, well, to a lot of people's opinions, doesn't have the same traction that a lot of other Battle Royales should have. So we're just going to jump right into this. So hello adventurers, it's been quite a while since our last developer face-to-face pose. During this time we've built and released Season 4 with a variety of new characters and new mechanics, introducing a new game mode, Ash and I, which is actually pretty fun. And it was a fun twist on the whole Battle Royale sort of gameplay. Kicked off our first ever Amazon Cup in an online competition held in collaboration with the Amazon players. Meanwhile, the team has been hard at work behind the scenes to create new content for the upcoming Season 5. With this issue of Developer Insights, we want to reveal some details about the short-term development plan coming up in Season 5 content and some online-offline community events that are currently in the work behind the scenes. Let's jump in. So, recent improvements. So they're talking about Season 4 feedback collection mega thread, which we could probably check out later. So audio improvements. The importance of sound cannot be stressed enough in a battle royale. We believe that a more accurate in-game sound effect can greatly enhance the gaming experience. Totally agree. We're happy to announce we've recently improved the 3D audio spatialization option to now include indoor reverb. And I noticed this recently. I just checked it on settings. So if you're like outside and someone's inside, like your teammate or an enemy or something like that, you can actually hear when they're stepping it, kind of like almost like a slight echo, like someone's like walking in a tin can. Well, not like that bad, but you know what I'm saying. It's a different sound entirely, so you can definitely differentiate someone outside and someone inside, which definitely kind of helps because it allows you to figure out and pinpoint who's where, or at the very least give you a better idea of where they're located or where they might be, which again, in a tactical battle royale shooter, it's kind of important to know where the enemies are and your teammates. We're happy to announce, so we got that. The 3D audio enabled, players can now experience spatial audio comparable to what would be heard in reality. This feature is currently available for footsteps and gunshot sound effects, which is pretty cool. We also noticed that there's existing issues with the latest 3D audio options performance. The Aurora Studio audio team will be continuously working on those, so that's great. Quality of life changes. One excellent example of the window opacity change we made a couple days ago. We found out about this issue by watching our community member commented on the glass in the buildings around Europa Island were a bit too hard to see through. If you're standing outside, we agree. I think these are changes that they've already made for Season 4. DX12 client beta just makes everything look a lot more beautiful. So the short-term development plan, to-do list based on the feedback mega thread. So audio, continuous improvements to the 3D spatialization challenges, more variety of challenges. Instead of just do damage with this gun, get this many kills with that gun, go this distance, they're going to kind of give it a little more variety and a little more freshness, which is always enjoyed. Pirate ship and underwater chest seem out of place. They will be removed, which is fine. I think they actually should have been removed with Season 4. Season 3 was the pirate theme, and it was cool, but it should have been left in Season 3. So that's nice to see that they won't be in Season 5. I will miss the Pirate of the Caribbean theme song that I would sing as I go to the pirate ship, but that's fine. Buffing the glider. The glider will have better and more realistic interaction with objects around the map. Breaking through windows while gliding, that's cool. Inventory management while gliding. I guess that can be necessary. Yeah, because you can do it on a bike, so you might as well be able to do it while you're in the air. Ability to draw and fire SMGs. Ooh. More quickly while gliding, because that's one of the kind of the cool things about the gliders. You can use SMG and pistols, but when you get up in the air and you start gliding, there's like it might seem forever if you're just sitting there trying to press the button frantically, but it feels like there might be like a 2 to 3 second delay before you can actually pull out the weapon, and that can make a difference in certain situations. I haven't personally found myself trying to take people down while a glider. Maybe I'll throw like shots in a direction, but I'm never really trying to get a takedown or an elimination. So maybe this will change how I use glider. So we'll see. And many of others. Quick mark system, adding individual key binding slots for the 4 commands. So that's actually kind of cool, because you have the normal Q to mark things, and then they introduced, enemy traces, moving here, and a couple other ones. I forgot what they are off the top of my head. But now, instead of just holding down Q and moving your mouse, you can now just hit a hotkey, boom, you're there. Quality of life. Pings will be colored based on teammates' colors. That's cool. I like that. Quality of life, display, healing, item, UI, similar to what we see in spectator mode. So that way on the fly, without having to open up tab and see your inventory, you'll actually see how many of each healing supply you have. Make a difference between teammates and enemies more noticeable when aiming down sights. I like that, because there's been a couple times where I'll have a teammate down and an enemy right next to them, and I'll just like in the moment, I'll just kind of like think they're both allies just because the name is right there, and I don't know. I think that'll help out tremendously. Teammates' death icon will disappear faster. That's cool. Teammates will be spawned next to their team if they do not choose their own spawn point. Oh my lord, this is amazing. So for the long time, you have AFK spawners, quote unquote, where maybe the load screen doesn't happen for them fast enough. So by the time everyone's already picked their spot, it will randomly pick a spot for someone else. Now, instead of being on the other side of the map, so to speak, of your team, you'll be right there with them. Hopefully, so maybe, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I think overall it's going to be a good thing, but because for the most part, if anyone's playing squads, even if you're playing like pug squads, generally everyone stays together. So maybe if you have like you're the AFK and you have 3 teammates, 2 of them are together and one's somewhere else, it'll take that one and put them with the 3, or maybe with the other one, so there's 2 groups of 2. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I think overall that is a good change and something a lot of people have been wanting for a long time. UI improvement for when discarding items, buttons, and slider adjustments. We'll see about that. Provide option to select loading screens and lobby music randomly. I like that. That'd be nice. Speed up the character landing recovery animation. Thank you. I mean, and for the most part, it's like you don't want to just be kind of hopping around off the buildings willy-nilly, but like there have been some occasions with, I guess, maybe the bike, the glider, just kind of hopping from building down to the street where it just feels like you're getting up forever. And again, in the moment, you might be frantically trying to move, so like 2 seconds feels like a millennia, but that 2 seconds can make a difference. So that'll be really exciting to see. Where we go here? So short distance falling will no longer interrupt healing. That's cool. Optimize the issue of getting stuck by tiny objects around the map and having to jump through them. I really, really, really hope this takes bikes into consideration, because there's a lot of small things on the ground that bikes, when you're riding a bike, it'll just stop you as if you hit a wall. So hopefully this will help that issue. So exciting. Gunplay, weapon balance, shotgun buffs, such as these guys, more reliability and consistency. I don't know what that means, but I'm excited to see what that means. Because I have used Origin previously, seriously used it with the intention of winning with it, and I don't know, it's a cool gun. I don't know. In general, I'm excited to see that shotguns are getting a buff. DMR buffs, I really hope that well, okay, we'll see how that goes. I don't really have a whole lot to say about DMRs. I know Mark 12 is really good for, just pinpoint accuracy, but the damage is a bit reduced. FAL and G28, I go between the two. I don't really fully notice the difference between the two. So maybe if there's like a couple different changes between the two of them to make them more specialized, I think that'd be interesting. SR is getting a buff. Okay. Base damage increase. Are you kidding me? TAC 50 is now going to be available in all drops. That is terrifying. Oh no. I mean, I thought sniper rifles in general were pretty awesome, but I guess maybe now we'll be getting a lot more one shot takedowns, regardless of what helmet you're wearing. That's kind of interesting. Higher resolution scope textures, that's awesome. I'm all for that. BMX character improvement, optimization, you're getting stuck by tiny objects. That's great. That's kind of similar. Spectating, allow spectating in squad mode after the entire squad is eliminated. So I can see this being brought up partly due because maybe there's a issue of concern with hackers possibly still. So you want to be able to spectate and watch the players be like, I think that was maybe a little suspicious, or you're just like, I want to see these guys win. So I don't know. That's just kind of cool. A lot of this is quality of life. A lot of these are also kind of probably much needed mechanics being improved upon. So that's exciting. Adventure Season 5 first reveal. Innovation is our goal. Our target is to make a more complex and multi-dimensional battleground and create more possibilities for strategies. For the upcoming season, we're literally going to be reinventing the wheels for the Battle Royale genre. The central theme of Season 5 will be battle cars, a vehicle modification system to allow players to upgrade vehicles into not only a transportation tool, but a vehicular war machine. Okay. We've also made some terrain building changes that impacts gameplay on the Europa Island map. Let's check them out now. Okay, so the characters, there will be 3 new characters, as they always are. It's Pinnacle Challenge, Ultimate Free Pass, blah, blah, blah. Battle cars. This is exciting. Despite being highlighted in our previous face-to-face and Season 4 promotional videos, modified vehicles have still not yet been released, and it is because we wanted to put a fully fleshed out system instead of just rushing it. We believe that this feature will significantly change the meta, and wanted to make careful adjustments to the vehicle modifications so that they wouldn't break the balance of the game. We now see the adjustments are in a good place and are ready to be released. There will be 6 modifiable vehicles in total. Each modification will be designed for different situations for players that for our players may face in each game. Things will be gearing up for Season 5. We can't wait to see how the community takes them. Concept work does not represent actual quality of a release. That's still pretty cool. Interesting. So, vehicular combat. That's kind of... I don't know. I'm a little bit excited. I really hope that they introduce maybe more explosive content into the game, more than just grenades, maybe C4s, maybe, I don't know, grenade launchers, rocket launchers to deal with this. Because, I mean, yeah, you can, for the most part, take down other vehicles with just heavy gunfire and, stuff like that. But if we're going to see vehicular combat, I think we need to have also, like, I trust that they have the balance in place. I trust that they're not going to make vehicles just completely crush the ground on foot gameplay of Ring of Elysium, but we will have to wait and see. But I am definitely pumped for this because that's pretty exciting. Bring it back to life. So it sounds like they're going to take something from Apex, which is awesome, and I think that really kind of is going to be a good thing. The tiniest mistake can often cost you and your teammates' life in a game round, and you often end up sitting on the bench watching your friends have fun, waiting for the next game. We want to make gameplay a little more forgiving while still staying true to the fast-paced gameplay. We'd like to introduce a respawn point system where alive players can use to revive their eliminated teammates. There will be a couple of respawn points scattered across the map, but it wouldn't be easy to revive your fallen friends. Respawn devices locations will be fixed on the map, and each point can be used once per match. If you want to save your buddies, you're going to have to fight your way through the enemy to be the first one to get there. RPG. No, we're not talking about role-playing games. We're talking about the portable anti-tank rocket-propelled grenade launcher, which makes your target and everything around it explode. As we mentioned above, we want to avoid making Battle Cars 2 overpowered, and one good countermeasure is the RPG. We will be releasing this weapon alongside vehicle modifications in Season 5, so fire up that engine and dust off your explosive handbooks. It's going to be a wild ride. There we go. New landmarks and building types. That is exciting. I like that. Thanks to all the tourists coming to Europa Island recently, business and residents. I like how this is like there's like the lores, like there's just this group of people just making this place a better place to be. Hospitals, bars, aircraft bases, mansions will be popping up all over the island. The residential areas have also been renovated, with walls being redone and new furniture being added to the residents' homes. But please try to respect the new property by not painting the wall with bullet holes. No promises. So offline, they're coming to Gamescom. You got the Amazon Cup, and that just kind of wraps it up. So we have a lot to look forward to with Season 5. I feel like this is going to be one of the biggest changes. I hope we're going to get more than just the rocket launchers and new weapon type, although I don't want it to be completely oversaturated with a bunch of different weapons. Like, for instance, I think we have enough submachine guns. I think we have enough assault rifles. We could probably have more, LMGs. We could have some more DMRs. We could have some more pistols, more shotguns, etc. With different weapon types, especially now that we have explosives and vehicles along the way. I'm excited about pretty much all of it, So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments down below. I also like to stream Ring of Elysium at twitch.tv/ShadyDingo. You can find the link down in the description. I'm excited about Season 5. I'm really pumped. And I think I'm really going to try and get that Pinnacle Challenge out of the way. And I hope you do too. So thank you always for watching. We'll see you next time. And I hope you climb that ladder.